I'm Jimmy Lewis with Dirt Rider Magazine. We're out here at Paris Raceway testing the 2010 Husky TC 250. This is the same bike that we got to ride in an intro over in the Canary Islands a little bit earlier last year. It was an early release 2010. We've got the production bike over here in the States now. They've done a couple little refinements since then. They've made it a little bit easier to start, which is one of our complaints. It's actually, when you figure it out, just like older four-strokes, you can start it right up, but if you're just going to take stabs at the Kickstarter, it can be a little tough. And really my only other complaint about the bike is that it kind of has like on the lower mid-range, it's not real responsive. You got to ride it kind of above that. But it's where if you're on the motocross track and you're at least a novice, you're going to be riding above that part anyway, so you don't really have to worry about it. And then once you feel that it doesn't respond that well, you just tend to ride it a little higher RPM. And then from there on, the power's like, it's really smooth. It uses the power well. It takes a long time to pull through the revs, which is not meaning it's not responsive. It's just that it's actually working and getting traction. And overall, it felt really good. It doesn't feel fast, but it's moving you around the track at a pretty good speed. It's the kind of motor that makes it so you can concentrate on your lap times and you're not having to fight the power delivery or anything. Suspension wise, it's got the new Kayaba fork and the sack shock, and it's pretty good. Usually the Huskies have always been a little funny, and this bike for me didn't do anything funny. I just set the ride height at a little 102 millimeters, and I slowed the rebound down a little bit, and I felt right at home. The bike's really neutral. It'll slam through hoops and bumps, and I didn't actually have a bottoming problem. And usually on 250Fs, because I'm a heavier guy at 185 pounds, I tend to bottom out. This thing just worked really good. Overall, it's not a super aggressive handling package. It's pretty mellow, and it makes it, again, just easy to ride. I think for like the novice and intermediate level rider, this is the kind of bike that's going to allow them to kind of ride to their potential and feel really good on it. As far as the package goes, all of our test riders are pretty stoked on the little stuff. The front brake is really strong. It's really good. The back brake had really good control. The shifting and the 5-speed tranny is really good. The clutch, the action, super solid. So as a package, it's even got some good Pirelli tires on it. And they're not making any excuses anymore. This bike's kind of ready to compete head-to-head with the Japanese and the KTMs out there. So it'll be pretty interesting when we start comparing them and see how they all stack up.